welcome back to my channel. I am Amber from Amber's Books and More, and today I want to talk about some books. And today's topic is these: The A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I've got a lot to say, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. So I picked up A Court of Thorns and Roses because I had heard good things about it, about Sarah J. Maas and herself. And so book one is basically about Feyre, and Feyre accidentally kills a fairy and is taken into the fairy world, and then there's like this curse, and it's basically Beauty and the Beast. It's a retelling, loosely, but I followed it pretty closely, of Beauty and the Beast. And so this goes all the way up to the curse breaking and like when they come out of the curse, just like as if you watch Beauty and the Beast. So if you have not read either of these novels, then go ahead and go read these and come back, because I will have spoilers and I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, because I went into these not knowing a lot and I was literally, wow, blown away. So go read these and then come back. Okay, are all my non-spoilers gone? Okay, let's get started. So, I'm assuming that you've read them, right? So in the first book, I would have said that it was okay. I liked the Beauty and the Beast thing. I did like Tamlin. I didn't really ship them that much, because I did see some of those, like, tendencies come out that he wanted to just kind of hold Feyre in this little thing and not let her fly free. But you know, it was okay. It wasn't okay, but it was more normal in book one, because she was kind of his, you know, prisoner, because she killed a fairy, just kind of like Beauty and the Beast, right? So even though he didn't really let her do much, that wasn't really expected for her to do much, and so I wasn't surprised with that. So book one, I don't really have much to say about. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think it's definitely worth the read, especially if you like Beauty and the Beast. I think that it was good. I like the fairies. Yeah. I did like Amarantha, and the way that she like tortured. I didn't like Amarantha. Let me get that start. I hated Amarantha, but I liked her character in the fact that it was written well and written as a very good evil character. So I enjoyed watching that whole Under the Mountain thing, and I could see what it was doing to Feyre, and it was really well written. So let's move on to book two, because that's the one I really want to talk about. So A Court of Mist and Fury. I went into this not having high hopes, because I just thought that the first one was okay. And I was like, what is all this hype about? I don't understand. It was just okay. It's not something I would write home about. Not something I would even film a review about, right? So, and then I get to reading book two. And at the beginning, I'm so angry at Tamlin. I'm like, oh my God, this chick has severe PTSD, and you're just trying to like keep her locked in. Especially when her PTSD is caused by being locked in a freaking cage, right? So I'm like, come on, dude. Why are you, like, I don't like the way that the character was written so different from the first book. And even though it wasn't different, because he did show some of those tendencies in the first book, it was like extreme, the shift, right? Because let's look at this. Let's look at this, okay, with a good eye, right? Let's just look at this and say, okay, Under the Mountain, it changed them, both of them. They went through a lot, things that they had never been through before. And, you know, they deal with it differently. Now, Feyre is a fairy. She has this new body. She has a fae body. She doesn't know. Things are different. Things are happening. That in itself was enough to drift them apart. They could have just drifted apart without, like, blowing them apart, right? About making Tamlin such an asshat. So I'm thinking, okay, but I got this idea. At the end of book one, everybody called it that the time where Rhysand came and talked to Feyre, and then suddenly he like got shocked and ran away. We all knew that that was the mating bond. Everybody called it. They were like, oh my God, they mated. Okay? They mated. This is a mutual mating bond. Even though technically she hasn't accepted it yet, right? Did that then suddenly make her feelings damper for Tamlin without her knowing about it? Like, is now we're seeing him through her eyes, and suddenly that love that made him okay is not there? So is it because everything's through her eyes, right? Except for like a couple of chapters, everything is through her eyes. And I'm just wondering, was it doomed just because of that, you know, from the start? So those are my little thoughts on that. But then, so let's go in, and she makes this darkness thing, which is really cool. I wish I could make darkness around myself where nobody could see me. Very cool. So then she makes this darkness, you know, Mor comes and takes her back to the night the night court. And I thought the night court was going to be more like the Court of Nightmares, right? So I thought it was going to be kind of creepy and weird, but it was actually beautiful. And especially when he took her into the town, it was gorgeous. And the little rainbows and like the people are so nice, and I really liked it. And then I'm like, oh my God, I find myself falling in love with Reese. And I'm like, what is happening to me? Why am I falling in love with Reese? I enjoyed watching her learn like all of her feelings and all of her magic, and really falling in love with the night court as well, right? So then we go to the summer court, and I loved the summer court. And even though I hate summer in real life because boob sweat, but I'm over here and I'm like, oh, I love this. There's water, and this guy's really nice, and like Amren, I don't know how to say her name, but she's kind of got this little flirtation thing going, and finally Feyre's kind of seeing that she has feelings for Reese because she's jealous, and I mean, it was great, right? It was great. And then they double crossed when we got the red rubies, but that was kind of funny because Amren was like, oh, I use it as a paperweight, because you see that nice little necklace over there? That dude that had a crush on me gave me that to kind of dampen the blow. I thought that was cool. So anyways, I'm just like all over the place, and I'm sorry, but I'm so excited about this book, and I cannot wait for the next one now. So, okay. So then we go back to the night court, and Feyre's like, oh, let's go and see the Illyrians. And so they go, and they're like fighting, and ooh, and I don't even know where I'm going with this because I'm all over the place with this thing. So anyway, let's just skip ahead to when they go to Hybern. So we get some pretty sexy scenes in the Court of Nightmares. Oh my God, to not actually be sex, that was like the most steamy scene I've ever read. That was crazy. So then they finally get together, like freaking 400, 500 pages in, and they finally get us some sexy scenes in that. And he was very nice, and I like the way that she would like rub his wings, and he would be like, that makes me hard, baby. Like, that was so funny to me. Oh, I just loved it. But anyway, so we get to Hybern. We know that they love each other at this point. We know that they've accepted the mating bond. That mating has like, bam, knocked in, right? But then Tamlin shows up, and I'm like, dude, the fuck is wrong with you? I'm sorry I dropped that F-bomb, but I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? And I'm like, what are you doing? Get over it. Like, you're obsessed. Like, you're so obsessed. You need to get over it. So then they bring the sisters in, and those stupid queens that I hated. Oh my gosh. So I do think that her sister Elaine is a good match for Lucien. I think that's going to be really fun to watch. But then I also think that the other sister is going to be an Illyrian, and I think that she's going to end up with Cassian. I do think that, and I want to see that. I think that Azriel might die because I think that he doesn't have a mate. I think that he's in love with Mor, and Mor is in love with him, but they're never going to get together and admit it. So I do think that if anybody of the circle dies, which I hope none of them do, I think it will probably be him or Mor. But I hope neither, because squad goals. You know what I'm saying? I love all of them. Amren, I think, is going to be unleashed into her like main or real form, and I'm hoping it's a dragon, because like a silver dragon, how cool would that be, right? So anyway, so we show up the sisters, and he's like, what the hell, all these people are crazy, and then she acts like it's all fake. And then we know that she's acting, we can hear in her head or whatever. And I'm glad that her love was able to know that she was acting, and other people in her little squad goals knew that she was acting. But then, total spoilers, right? When he breaks the bond, and it only breaks the left-hand bond, where it's like the go to his house once a month kind of thing. But then we find out that they got like serious bonded and like married basically, and she became High Lady, and now she has a bond tattoo on her right arm. Every time I looked at the cover for Echo War, which is the third one coming out May 2nd, I'm ready for that shit. I'm ready for that. So I didn't never really pay attention to the fact that her tattoo was on her right arm instead of her left arm. So if you look here, tattoo is on the left arm. It's a left arm. But I'll insert a picture of ACOWAR. Do you see that her tattoo is now on her right arm? Let me insert it again. Do you see it now? It's on her right arm. I didn't even notice that before. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So this was so good. I can't really formulate my thoughts on this because I'm too excited about it. But Christine over at Poland Banana Books really said exactly kind of what I felt, and so I'm going to leave her linked up above. Check out her video, it's hilarious. She says exactly what I'm thinking, and yeah, so have you guys read it? Let's talk about it. I just want to talk about this with everybody. I love it so much, and I like when people have different opinions. So if you have a different opinion, you didn't love it, let's talk about it anyway. I want to hear your side of it. I will not be mad at you because everybody likes their own thing, you know. And so I did buddy read this with Sylvia, and she did have a little bit of a different opinion on it, and we have been having really good conversations. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I have for you today. I'm tired. I'm spent. I have to go take a nap or something, but have a nice day wherever you are. I love you. Bye.